Hey y'all, it's Kate at Kate's Garden Chicken and Cat Rambles. This was where my sweet Daisy was sitting here on her eggs, but as you can tell, they've hatched. I don't know where all the shells are, but she has 4 of them. 4 chickens, 4 baby chicks. I'll show them to you in a minute. This morning I checked her. She looked fine. The eggs didn't even look like they were pipping or anything like that. I mean, I just glanced under her because I didn't want to dislodge her. She was eating and drinking, and it's a really hot day. So it's about 3:34 now. I came out about a half hour ago to refresh waters, check on Cece, and I look in the coop, and she's got a couple babies. Luna, the silver-laced Wyandotte, ran in there and had picked up one of the babies and picked it up, and she dropped it, so I had to pick her up and throw her out of the cage. There were still 2 in the nest. One was a little black and yellow one, and the other one was still kind of damp, and it's been moving slow. It's under Mama. I have a feeling it might not make it, but so I don't know whose eggs they are because they were multicolored. One of the green ones hatched, so that's a full blood Easter egger. And that might be the multicolored one underneath there. But if she hatched from a Luna's eggs, there could be a silver lace rind, I don't know what she's doing here. But she seems to be a good mama. She's being very protective and taking care of her babies. I had to climb all the way under the coop because I haven't got the floor out yet. I'm waiting for a little cooler weather. Like I said, my blades just got here. You can see right under her there, on the right side, a little gray poofiness out. And that's one of her baby's booties under there. She's stressed and they're stressed, so I was not expecting this. I looked at it this morning. I said, dang it, I'm going to candle these tonight. And I thought about bringing them in into the bathroom, turning all the lights and candling it this afternoon, but it's just been so hot, and what little bit I've done inside and out here, I was just about to hyperventilate. So luckily I had the rabbit kennel put together. It was just sitting in the house, so I got locked. I left 2 of them in the little nest, and she went way back under the coop, way back under there. I had to crawl under there through and fetch them, and she of course was trying to attack me the whole time, but I didn't know what kind of a mom she's going to make, but if she wants to be a mom and is a decent mom, then by all means I'm going to let her raise them. I just will have to, I got so much left over of that green fencing I use for the garden. I might just wrap it all the way around this. That way it'll seal off any holes, and move her and the babies out there in the yard. Make sure there's no place they can get out of. And then go ahead and set this kennel up underneath Cece's coop so that mama babies can get in and out of it. Because with her raising them, I think, they get a little bit bigger, she'll be able to protect them better. And I mean, she's the bottom of the pecking order, so I'm not quite sure about this integrating her and her babies back in there safely. If anybody has any suggestions. So they can't get out any of the spots here. They tried. They can get their little heads through these holes, but they can't get their bodies through. And with Mama around them, I don't see them wanting to escape. I might try to leave them here for the next for a couple weeks. There'll be a lot of coop cleaning for me with Mama in there. And I'll let Mama out if she wants, or back in, but she's not a free-range chicken. So I don't want her to have to deal with the stress of Laddie and Flower trying to establish a pecking order. She's got babies. This is my first time having a hen raise her babies. I've always raised the chicks myself. Which I could do this. I could let her go back in there, but she wants to be a mom. She's been sitting in there. Let her enjoy the fruits of her labor. She's got food. They've got starter crumbles. Luckily I had that high protein game bird, showbird starter grower that I use for laddies, extra protein. So I dipped all 4 of their little beaks in the water, and Mama's in there with them, and they've got food. She's got food, and so we'll see how it goes. I've got a new tarp out, so ideally I can tarp her in the bad weather. Like I said, we're supposed to get rain Friday and Saturday. It's supposed to be cooler, but it's supposed to rain. It's going to be cooler on the weekends, but it's supposed to rain Friday, possibly Saturday. But it's sporadic looking rain. So, like I said, a lot of stuff that comes from the west, it'll get to the Chesapeake Bay, and then it splits off. It'll go up towards New England, or it'll go down the southern part of the Mid-Atlantic. But so I'm gonna leave her like this, at least for today and tonight. Like I said, there's lights out here, there's chaoses out here. I will make sure that they're totally covered, so they can get air, but so that nothing can get into them. And it's getting late in the evening, and I am so tired right now. I don't know what. It was not easy dragging this thing out here. And I just set it out here on top of that piece of cardboard that was out here, threw some straw, some shavings in it, and some water, and got the 2 that were still in the nest box. So I don't know if they jumped out after her. They were totally fluffy. Like I said, one seemed a little bit dampish, but and it's yellow. It's got some little brown tips on its wings, and I think, yeah, but you can never tell when they're little chicks unless they're a solid color. When you got little yellow, when their mama's white, when you got a bunch of little yellow chicks, sometimes you don't know what they're going to grow up to look like. So the darker one does remind me more of silver Luna when she was a baby. So one of the eggs that hatched was a darker brown. So I know that has to be Luna's, and I know a green one hatched, and then 2 pale ones. So I don't know what we got here, but she seems to be a good mama. She's making little cluck noises and being protective. And so tonight I'll make sure that, like I said, my bedroom window is open right here. Chaos will be out here. There's also security lights out sailing out here, so I'll make sure that they're safe and nothing can get to them. And they've got cover when it's green, and cover when it's sunny, and I'll just try to let her raise them out here, at least for the first week or 2. If anybody has any ideas, short of me moving them back in the house and taking them away from her. I could move her back in the house too, but I think she would just be even more stressed. I think she'd be better out here, and I think temperature-wise, it's fine for chicks out here now during the day, especially if they've got a mama to keep them warm. They don't need me. Mama chickens have been having chickens long before I ever kept chickens, so since the dawn of man. So I think she will be fine out here taking care of them, and I'll just make sure they're safe and secure and nothing can get to them. My only worry about getting to them would be at night, and I don't see a lot of predators here, but this is actually a big tarp, and I can put it all around them and affix it so nothing can get underneath it. And by the time it made enough noise to chew through it or alert me, I would be out here before anything could get them. But yeah, this is her first time being outside of the yard of the coop. But I thought about sticking her in the kennel, that large kennel with the babies, but that's just such a smaller area for her. And this way they've got, what is it? It's a 3 foot by 3 foot square by 3 feet tall. Or it's maybe only 18 inches tall. Yeah. But it's a rabbit kennel. And there we are. Mama, well, I got this camera out here. Why don't you let me see your babies? Oop, there's a little head peeping out. He's like, there's one of the little baby chicks. Now this one is yellow with but it's got a little bit of gray or something on its head, I think. So I'm assuming she's gonna, like I said, I've dipped their beaks in the water, and they've kind of been hopping around a little bit. Since I put her in there, of course, she's hustled them all underneath her, but come on, Mama, show it your baby. Well, that's the one that looked a little wet a while ago? Maybe not. So they've all hatched with, these 4 all hatched at the same time today, because there was no baby peeps this morning, no broken eggshells anywhere. She ate and drank, and then all of a sudden, I got babies. Which, like I said, I was hoping she'd have babies so I didn't have to go buy chicks, but then again, I didn't want to be the sole carer of the chicks. This just winter and the spring, and the way I've been feeling, it's just, he's like, it's hot in there, I had to come out and get some air. Yeah. So, we'll see. We'll see if this Leghorn Cross is a good mama. I'll give her the chance to be, if I see that she's, pecking at her babies, or if there's any issue I think that I have to, I'll take them away from her. But I would rather them grow up out here. Hi, little one. Oh, okay. That's another, that yellow one's got a little bit of gray on it. I'm trying to wait. A little bit of kind of buff around its face. So these were all fertilized by an Easter egg or daddy. So, but I don't see any gray legs. I see orange legs, and I see some kind of pinky ones. So you're telling the baby to get in that corner? I'm sorry, I dropped the phone. All right, so there's a breeze, but I wouldn't think they would be cool. It's in the 90s today, but that little lightest one has little kind of like rust-colored speckles on its little white fur. So, like I said, there's a black and brown and gray, yellow one underneath her, and then a smaller one that I was afraid she might not want it, but I think the last one opened. So it's probably still tired, just a little weak, but so there's really not any space that they can get out of. What? Did you hear something? I think she's just on high alert because of sounds and smells, but there's 2 of them. I hear some chick noises, but it sounds like they're under your belly. So I'm going to keep an eye. I'm going to give her some peace. I'll come back out and make sure there's not, make sure they're all surviving. A lot of times I think a mom, if there's a dead baby, she'll toss it out or throw it out, or she'll move away from it. I don't know. We'll see. So this is Daisy and 2 of her little minions. I did not think it had been that long, but I guess a couple of them could have been in there. That little white one's got little buff tips on some of its feathers, so we'll see. Hopefully she'll bring them over to food. She's got food, her food. Like I said, there's chick food, there's fresh water, and so this is it. 15 minutes of new babies. Be nice to your babies. I would feel horrible if she ended up killing her babies, but I don't think she will. Uh-oh, let's hop up. Come on, let's see what else you got under there. Nope. It's like she's lifting a wing for them to go back in. I wanted to see the other ones come out. We wanted to see all your babies. Aw. All right, so. Oh, look. This one's like, I'm going to come out back door. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, look. They went all the way under her feathers and decided to come out the backside. Oops. This, so there you go. Yeah, you got them babies stashed under there. Alright, I'm going to end this video. Bye, y'all. Hey, y'all. Look what Daisy did. She's got 2 more of them stashed underneath her. But she's got babies. This was the last one born. It seems a little more lethargic and tired. It could just be that, nah, I think it might just be tired. It was still a little damp when I found them, but she's got a little black and brown and yellow one underneath there. And another one that's yellow. And she seems to want to be a mama. She seems to be being good so far. So I'm gonna let her raise them. Right now, it was a shock. I wasn't expecting her to hatch them today. I figured we had at least another week. But I guess 4 of them have been in there. What was it, 27 days, 28 days, 21 days? I can't remember. You got water right over there, Mama. So she's got water. She's got a nice breeze on her. We're just trying not to let her too breezy because it's cooling down a bit and the wind's all coming out of the west. But her feathers are ruffling, or floating in the air. I mean, and she's got water there. I got a new waterer today. I'll probably fill it up and put it in there. It's for chicks, but it's like the green and white one. I moved the green and white one in there with a Cece today because she goes through it. And that waterer, it holds water, but it does have a slight crack, so I think it slowly leaks out. I think her and the babies will be fine for tonight. I don't know why these flies are all of a sudden hanging around on top of here. I'm gonna get a fly. It kind of defeats the purpose coming outside with a fly swatter, but I might. I don't know why. Don't see a bunch in there. If you see flies coming there, you eat them before they get near your babies. So hopefully she's gonna be a good mom. We'll film the babies more. It's too hot and too buggy right now. Bye.